Orúkọ mi ni Bright Freeman Owusu. Ọmọ Ghana ni mí.
Láti bo lẹ́tí wá.
Láti Volta region. Àwọn òbí mi wá láti Volta region.
So you are what? Ewe? Or?
Yes, I'm Ewe.
You see, I'm still trying to. Is it Ewe or Ewe?
Ewe.
Ewe.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I would like us to have a look at this video of where this Nigerian is claiming is Ghanaian, and from the name I doubt if this guy is really a Ghanaian. Now he claims he goes by the name Bright Freeman Owusu. Wow. Doesn't this ring a bell? Now this is a Nigerian, and one thing is, these guys knows our names, but they don't know which tribe names which name. Bear in mind, not too long ago, I brought out one guy who went to Oyerepa FM, that's Antenna's program, and claimed he is a Nigerian, but meanwhile this guy is using the name Opare.
What's it all free heifer?
Me in Nigeria.
Oh, you're Nigerian.
Patron.
And Adi Opare. Nigerian Adi Opare.
Patron.
Which we know clearly there is no tribe in Nigeria that names Opare. It is only Akans who names Opare. Now this one is claiming he's called Bright Freeman Owusu, and that his parents are Ewes. His parents are from Volta region. The Voltarians name Owusu. Freeman Owusu. I don't know, but if you are ever watching and Voltarians do name Owusu, please let me know in the comment section. I would like us to listen to this guy. Listen to whatever story is about to narrate, and tell me if you are also convinced that this guy is truly a Ghanaian and that he's a Voltarian or not. Well, let's go watch the clip. But before that, hey, if you're living in Ghana, if you're Ghanaian living in Ghana, or an African American living in Ghana, I have this special video to show you. Now, I would like to introduce to you this chamber and hall, self-contained, which comes with, one room, a hall, a kitchen, a guest toilet, and toilet and bath for the master bedroom, located somewhere around Community 25, but not too far from Saki, which is very close to the Pong roundabout, so it's somewhere, let's say, within the Tema enclave. It's a single room with a hall, a kitchen, and a guest toilet and bath. So it kind of like has two washrooms, one for the guests and the other for the room itself. So if in case you happen to find yourself in Ghana as a diasporan or a Ghanaian living in Ghana, you can take the numbers on your screen, call, and we're gonna hook you up with this beautiful apartments. And I'd like us to go have a tour in the apartments and see how beautiful it actually looks. So if in case you're interested, just take the numbers on your screen, come have a look. And one of the advantages that comes with this house is that you do not pay any agent's fee. You do not pay any 10% to nobody. So just take the numbers on your screen. Come have a look. If interested, then we move forward from there. And aside that, we have a single room which comes with a toilet and bath. And trust me, you're gonna love that one as well. A very huge room with its toilet and bath. you know. So like I said, you don't have to pay any 10%, no agent's fee, no viewing fee, nothing. You just have to come, have a look at it. If you like it, we just sign the agreement, and you know, you make a payment, and that's it. You have no 10% to pay to no agent. You have no viewing fee to pay for it to any agent. You know, so there's an opportunity for anybody out there, any Ghanaian or diasporan who is actually looking for a beautiful place to rent to enjoy Ghana. So take the numbers on your screen, come have a look at the building yourself, and let's strike a deal. Now, back to the topic of the day.
I knew him back in Nigeria, and he recently relocated back to Ghana.
Orúkọ mi ni Bright Freeman Owusu. Orúkọ mi ni Bright Freeman Owusu. Ọmọ Ghana ni mí.
Láti bo láti wá.
Láti Volta region. Àwọn òbí mi wá láti Volta region.
So you are what? Ewe? Or?
Yes, I'm Ewe.
You see, I'm still trying to. Is it Ewe or Ewe?
Ewe.
Ewe.
Some people say Ewe.
Ewe, yeah, I've heard that.
So
before.
it depends on where you go. Yes, I was also born here in Ghana, but I happened to join my parents in Nigeria, where they sojourned and then had their businesses. So yeah, basically I grew up in Nigeria, from basic school to secondary and down to tertiary. I had all my education right there in Nigeria. I attended 2 primary schools in Nigeria. The first one was Early Life Nursery and Primary School, located at 3rd Avenue, Festac Town. And then the other one, yes, and the other one was Christian Council of Nigeria, also located in Festac Town, 5th Avenue to be precise. Yeah, so I am a Festac breed.
Yeah. Did you live anywhere else aside Festac?
No. Growing up, it was within the walls of Festac Town, but as we all grew up and then school came into the picture and all that, we had to like move out of Lagos completely. I schooled in Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Oyo State, Ogbomoso to be precise. So I'm a proud Ladokite, and then like the mantra says, intimidation we condone not. Yeah. So Thomas Ope, àwọn ọmọ Ladoke and Nowasoke.
Do you speak any other language aside Yoruba?
Yes, I speak the Ewe language fluently. Reasons being that if you date back to the history of the Voltarian people, you'll find out that there is a backdrop history that they are migrants from the Yoruba dynasty. I have looked at some of the things, that the similarities between the Yoruba traditional system and the Ewe traditional system. There's a lot in common. For instance, the alphabetical order is similar, even in certain words. For instance, if you say Enu, which means the mouth in Yoruba, is still the same thing in the Voltarian language. Yeah, if you say Aje,
did you guys know that?
if you say Aje,
I thought Ga was the closest.
No, yeah. So if you say Aje, which means witch, in the Yoruba language, it's the same thing in the Voltarian.
Are you serious?
Yes. If you say,
I didn't know that one.
Say Ku, die, which is to die, that is the same thing in the Voltarian dialect. So the similarity is so strong. It's so strong.
Oh, was that why it helped you learn Yoruba?
Yes, that's why learning Yoruba was more easier for me than the Igbo language and any other.
Not because you schooled in a Yoruba state.
Not really, but it's
and
like,
you
know, living in Nigeria, you have to have your necessary survival tactics.
Yes, sir.
And being that my parents are foreigners, so to say, for me to be able to break into the system and survive, I have to adapt. I have to learn a language, and I looked at it, what language will be better for me, which one will be easier for me to go along with. And I found that these similarities, because back home we speak the Ewe language. So hearing the Yoruba people living in a Yoruba house, going to school in a really ancient Yoruba town, I had no choice than to learn the Yoruba language, because it seems like for me I just had to survive. When it comes to other dialects too, like Igbo, I can mimic and buy and sell. When it comes to the popular Warri broken, I can also do that perfectly and buy, because like I tell anybody, living in Nigeria makes you versatile. It makes you come to a point where you can fit in almost anywhere in the world. So for me, that's how it is. And learning the Yoruba language wasn't difficult, because I live, like I said, I live in Yoruba house. I've had Yoruba environment. Though Festac town was not really a Yoruba place, but
not exactly.
The house we lived was owned by a Yoruba person from Kwara State.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then going into Lautech, schooling in Ogbomosho is like schooling in Kumasi here in Ghana. And for the love of the language, people would never trade, the Yoruba language for English. Even if they had their way to use it in lecturing, they would do that. So I had to learn.
So happy that I've learned something today. I never knew that. That means if I listen closely to the Ewe language, I can pick one or two things.
Oh yes, yes you can. And okay, let me shock you. Do you know that the marriage rights and requirements for marrying a Voltarian is almost as similar as that of the Yoruba culture?
How so? Explain.
Oh yes, the things that make up the Yoruba traditional things that you bring in for marriage, you find things like yam, dried fish,
adun, some orogbo, maybe palm oil.
Yes, all of those things also make up the things you bring when you want to marry a lady from the Volta region. So there is this strong similarity in tradition.
Okay, so do you speak Twi?
Well, I don't speak Twi, but I can understand when people speak. I am not afraid to learn. That's one thing I have learned over the years in Nigeria. So, but gradually, when it comes to like salutations, it comes to like getting to
would you say is because your parents didn't speak it to you when you were in Nigeria?
Because we lived in a kind of gated community.
Okay.
My father and mother speak different languages. I see them more like a polyglot. My father, for instance, speaks Hausa, Twi. He speaks Ga, Ewe. The Yoruba language he can understand.
I never heard him speak.
He doesn't speak, like but he understands. Mommy, the same thing. So when they speak the Twi in the house, maybe they want to say something they don't want us to hear.
They don't want you to hear.
So they use the Twi language, or they use the Ga language. So we didn't really, get to pick that one. But the Voltarian language, which was like, you go to school, you speak your English. When you come home, you speak the Voltarian language. It's a rule in the house.
So roughly how long did you spend in Nigeria?
Wow. I spent like 2 decades and 5 years in Nigeria. That's about 25 years of my life.
Okay. You said you went to school, you lectured, you did everything.
I had all my education in Nigeria.
So you told me something before I turned on the camera. So I want you to tell us about it. You told me how difficult it was for you to get into the university back in Nigeria. So can you take us through the process briefly?
So I think I left secondary school. I finished WAEC. I was part of the 2002 batch.
Okay, in Nigeria we call it WAEC. I think Ghana they call it WASI or something.
Yeah, Ghana calls it WASI. So I was part of the WAEC 2002 batch. Yes, that year. And I had my papers.
Okay.
I had GCE and I had WAEC.
Okay.
I had written GCE the previous year because as a trial attempt. I applied for University of Ife. While trying to get into University of Ife, I really wanted to go to Ife. I was really in tune with OAU because I wanted to bring back something to Ghana that would be respected.
Okay.
knowing well that maybe someday I will be back in Ghana, and if I need to convert my degree, I wouldn't want to bring in an inferior degree. You know, like, I mean, when you talk about universities in Nigeria, the Ghanaians know about IFE, they know about a UI and all that. So we were gunning for these two universities. My elder sister finished from UI. So, and because we wanted a situation whereby when you bring in your certificate, it carries some substance and all that. So yeah, I applied for IFE. I wrote the JAM. I passed. I had cutoff. I went in for what they call that, the post UTME. Unfortunately for me, my name was on the board, but there was no score against the name. I'd wanted to do electrical electronics or computer engineering. I kept on going after it didn't work out. To cut long story short, I had to sit at home like 4 years and 5 months to get into the university.
Why was that? Because of maybe the grades, or because you were a foreigner?
Not the grades now, because I was a foreigner first of all.
Okay.
I had foreign name, and it's easy to spot out an Owusu anywhere you know that this is not a Nigerian name. My sister had the same challenge. At the point, they said she has to pay in dollars as a foreign student and all that. In the course of staying within that 4 years and 5 months, it was obviously clear that I needed to study more about what it takes to be a citizen in Nigeria, what qualifies you for citizenship in Nigeria and all of that. And in the course of that 4 years and 5 months which I stayed at home, I wasn't idle. I was working in a law firm. So I took that time to brush up, gather all the necessary information about what it takes to be a Nigerian citizen. And luckily enough, I found out that if you have stayed in Nigeria for 15 years and more, and you speak one Nigerian language, you are qualified to actually put in for citizenship. If you don't have any criminal records and so at that point, the knowledge gained from that constitution, bylaw of Nigeria and things gave me now that boldness to say I can say that I am a Nigerian, because by then I'd lived more than 15 years. But basically it was because I was not a Nigerian. So when I even had to go into Lautech, I went into Lautech with the mindset that I have to defend myself, that I am a Nigerian. So that's why I said earlier, learning Yoruba language was very, 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 very crucial for me, because I needed it to advance with life. Had to learn the language, move in there, defend myself. When I go to school, when I go to the offices, you know how the Nigerian system is. As a new jambite, jambito. You get to some offices and then you are speaking English and say, from where? Jade sita, kini problem now. Jade sita. But when you come in and then Eka Roma, you prostrate. The moment you language. The moment you come in and say, Eka Roma, or Eka Rosa, it changes the entire euphoria within the room, and there's this openness that hits you, and so I had to do all of that, and then thank God we were able to get in. After leaving Ghana as a child in 1990, I came back in 2013
for the first time.
Then I revisited again in 2015. Yes,
before moving back to Ghana permanently. Was it hard for you readjusting into the system despite being a Ghanaian?
It had its own challenges, no doubt. What brought me back into Ghana was a job that I got. I didn't want to stay in Accra because I wanted to learn the Twi language. So I was posted to Kumasi, and living in Kumasi, like I said, it's a traditional setting.
Because Twi lost on Ben.
Yes, you buy and sell in Twi, and if you don't speak Twi, there are cases where you go to the market and you want to buy, and they tell you, minka brofo. That's like go. I don't speak English. You know, so and sometimes you get to pay more if you can't speak in the local dialect. You get to pay more because some people take advantage of it.
So do some people mistake you for being a Nigerian?
They don't mistake me for being a Nigerian. They see me as a Nigerian. They tell me in the office.
Your accent or your behavior or what exactly makes you Nigerian?
Basically accent and then behavior. Yes, two major disparities between Ghana and Nigeria is the way they speak and the way they behave. Now, Nigeria is a fast-paced environment. No dulling, you know. While Ghana, people are so calm. They just want to take their time. It made it a bit difficult because it's like growing up in a Nigerian environment. It's like go, man. Coming in here, I couldn't speak a word in Twi. I was doing a job. I had to train people. It was quite difficult. My first 3 months in Ghana, I felt like running away. Yeah, it seems like I couldn't just fit in. I had to like find a way to adapt. I had work pressure on me. It's like, who is this guy? I was working with an international organization. And who is this guy? Where is he from? Who brought him here? How did he get in here?
People just send him.
Yeah. Even with the Owusu, when they say Owusu, from where? And I say from the Volta region. Like, Volta region? How?
Wow.
Yeah. So you've been in Ghana for like a year plus, right? But for your first 2-3 months or 5 months that you came, and somebody asks you, you're having a normal conversation, and the question pops up: are you a Nigerian? Or you go to an office for something and they say, are you a Nigerian? How does it feel?
Depends on the way you ask me the question.
You know, when someone like, are you a Nigerian?
The way you ask is very important.
It could be irritating too, to somebody who has lived in an environment where you feel you have been deprived of being a first-class citizen, or you feel that you were not really fully accepted, and then you come back to a place where you think, oh, everybody would embrace me. They begin to pop out that question, are you a Nigerian? I don't really blame them. Now, over the years, they have heard stories. Some Ghanaians have never crossed the border of Ghana. This is not to spite anybody, but they only hear of what has been said to them. Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. The few wrong ones that have come into Ghana and have behaved wrongly, that also has not really helped.
It has just painted the image of the country in some way.
So when you talk about being a Nigerian, people like, they first, look at you in some way. So when you ask me, I say, are you a Nigerian? Yes, I'm a Nigerian. I don't deny it. If you ask me, are you a Ghanaian? Yes, I'm a Ghanaian. I don't deny it. If you ask me to explain further, I will explain. Oh yes, because I have to be myself for my mental well-being.
This was very insightful. So, Ellie, so 1 or 2 things. Come on, you survive.
I want boy you back to the extent we are thinking.
In fact, and the annoying thing is that he speaks with an accent. When he's speaking to me, I'm like, why are you speaking with an accent? Where you schooled? Right?
Yo, greetings to each and everyone. Been in Ghana for make you be here. Send you the BIA and your canon. We have been always saying, send you the BIA canon. Ye jai ye home, ama alata for Emma omode ye sekai ejananka. Ye jai ye home, edi ama alata for Emma omode ye sekai ejananka. Yankasa ye leaders, the embassies, ewo amanone, tonton ye passports, the man Nigeria for Emma omuyede, the ye second age ananka. She breya or kasei, or in Nigeria new, or a Nigerian complete, but or pretend this or a Ghanaian. Why? Because when you Ghana passport, either so onya woga a Nigeria ho, onya ho Nigeria ho, na or and or the back Ghana and all pretending saying or ye Ghanaian. This is how they are doing. Oh, it is a we embassy. Nessa wo Ghana ho, and I say ye do to or maybe so say, but o mine or by I then I will say, Oton Ghana and Yam Edema Nigerians. Shagai boy Kasa or Kenyina, or Kasayina, Utmusa, he is faking or fake clean. Asama Kenyina, ayentro on your Ghana ni or to passport no either or to every Nigeria. Ewo embassy no e only sisi ade omo ye sometimes no omo to passport no every Nigeria ewo Ghana embassy no no mo omo dia ba Ghana ho nti omo to Ghana embassy no ewo Nigeria na omo dia ba Ghana nti omo de ba omo se me papa ene maame Ghana ni na omo ti Nigeria Wabitiu. Ain't a horn mono, he will be taking any name as Ghanaian name be, no the atoso, ewo. And no Ghana for name, more embassy or no man or modi to so. Ain't he? Otmi esuya kasana kakrebi nese na no kwa kasano swa. Ose eden, meno, ye wo meno, me ma de meet na Ghana horn mono. Be just about some years later no and omodi me got na Nigeria into Nigeria na me den metina ya na so no oboa enti sisi an ontmi Ghana kasa ni bi but otmi ka Nigeria kasa no more than Ghana kasa no oboa guy we omon try some be fish guy we out e Ghana anywhere that this guy is the police should trace this guy according to the name that he mentioned. Se guy we ewo or mine munkwa dia and a guy we use Ghana passport. Ghana police and tracy guy way out and grab this guy. Se month me and tracy guy way na man chili dia then I don't know a kwen bia Ghana for Ghana citizens. Ebet me aye ediabwa mo police for mo bet me aye ache criminals ewo mine mu. Now there's no way bia na citizens no as Ghanaians no ebet me abwa mo emomot me aye ache criminals ewo mine mu. He's a Nigerian but he is owning Ghana passports. You people should grab him out anywhere that he is. You people should fish him out. He is not a Ghanaian, but he is pretending as a Ghanaian. He is a real Nigerian. Nigeria for no more pretending say omo Ghana for ni na e kwan a omo fa so omo de den omo e fa so say omo Ghana for sa kwan na so e na omo so omo ye den omo de Ghana for omo je passport no ebi ewo embassies Ghana embassies no wo Ghana Nigeria ho no no omo eden omo sua Ghana kasa na kakra nkra bi omo sua Ghana kasa na kakra nkra bi a kire no no omo eden omo betena Ghana ho enti omo betena Ghana ho no na omo so omo eden omo ye Ghana ho enti before no beba no ate Ghana kasa na kakra before no beba no ate Ghana kasa na kakra enti ate Ghana kasa na kakra one or two bia o kasa o Ghanaian na o say ne lifetime ne de Nigeria ana ne maame ne papa eden atena oboa won sisi ano ye anoma bi wo hono ma wokọ gogala wokọ honum na wokọ trotro there are some things be on ubehu ewo Ghana minus even crack kasa no betumi asuasia ewo gogo ewo hono mo bebre. And this is the fastest way almost fast ede ekwan so edisuasia Ghana kasa ni bi eni ade. They are framing all kind of things be a wunima obeka so e Ghana ni but no nye Ghana ni. No use Ghana passport or the Ghana passport no ewo Nigeria ewo Ghana embassy ewo and as oji no Ghana embassy na ewo Ghana hona oji ho but o frame say den or Nigeria ni or Ghana ni. These are the things that omudi biti most of the Ghanaians ewo hono ewo Ghana hono. Oh, he's a typical Nigerian. So, utie in some all kind of crana. What must a baby cry or a mistake? Now not to throw or a mistake war. Now not to throw ye. Now not to throw ye. Or a mistake. Or a mistake. Oh, the Nigerians are so criminals to the extent saying they came to do what? To destroy Ghana. Nigeria for a year, almost by saying, almost destroy Ghana because of all this kind of advantages. Nigerians doesn't like the good name of Ghana. I'm telling you people. And now look at our forests. They are the people spoiling our country, our forests, the water, the river bodies, and all those things. They are the people doing the galamsey. And even look at their stupid Igbo man calling himself a king. Aden wu yeti maimu. Na wu free Nigeria. Aba na wu bet mi abeka and say them. Wu we or him ewo ye maimu. Huh? Sana eko. Aden in fact Ghana for ye tonton ye nyam edima alata for sa. Aden ye ton ye nyam edima alata for sa. Why are we spoiling our country? Why are we spoiling our country? And some akwane kenyina no what mu say and make it sense. And make it sense. Where the blogger no so eti ho no ma okeka we na che say den Ghana for kwase asam na blogger no so ti ho no ma okeka no. Why na catch us Ghana for Nigeria? Ghana for Nigeria kwa 1,000 kra umudu. Huh? No be catch yen say then Ghana for any Nigeria for then yeah one. Why na catch us Ghana for any Nigeria for one? That can two are bullshit. Ghana for any Nigeria for one. Huh? Ghana any Nigeria for one. Go and stay in your country and stop blogging in our country. We don't want to see you in our country. Go and blog in your country. Go and do your blogging in your country. We don't want to see you in Ghana. You are all criminals coming to tell us big lies. You liars, Nigerians. Oh, I'm giving you this tip of the police people must investigate this guy in the country. The guy is a criminal. He's having Ghana passport. The police must investigate this guy and they have to grip this guy. The guy is a criminal Nigerian using Ghana passports. He's a criminal. The guy is a criminal. Look at what there was a time. Look at a man who was Mr. Rash brought in his video on his YouTube page, whereby he said he's called what? I've forgotten the name that he. And this man said he's a Ghanaian. He said what? Did he say Yeah, he said he's a. He said he's a Nigerian also. I have forgotten what the man was saying. You see, please, you the security men in the country. You people have to be vigilant. In fact, your security form. In fact, more too loose. More too loose. More gui any masse. Your security ewo Ghana. More ye no quasi for. More careful. In fact, your security for no. More careful because of Ibonina. OCC police dying edema Ghana for police for no. Mitmu say because of that no. Me say Ghana for police for officers no. Omu take some of the Nigerian people no eba your police ni. May pay attention to that. Because me who police ni bia na okasa ne kasa na oka brofuna na oka no. My friend, there is nothing shows say man in Nigeria ni. There is nothing shows saying police ni Nigeria ni. Me Nigeria ni kasa sisia me minim because me I know them. Se me ye dwuma na tembia o de omo ba na o ka chem say o kasa na me hwe say ehfa no free I'll fish them out. And I'm look, I know why I'm speaking like this. And you know me na make me fish on this platform actually. I know them. Ghanaians, be very wise. Some of our security people are Nigerians. Some of our security officers are Nigerians. These things are caused by this Igbo king. Some of our security officers are Nigerians. Ghanaians, be cautious. Be vigilant. Some of our security people are Nigerians, but they are not showing it. Almost say yen call for ni bi honoma omunim Nigeria for English accent ni too much. Omunim ni papa. Monye vigilant na mo hwe no ma. Because on minor essay no, there is something behind it. Ghana for money careful. Ghanaian security, police. A dynamo almost Ghana police running in ano. They know they have their reasons. Almost in Nigeria for a frame. For your police, no. Inti Mr. Ghana for money careful. Almost said, now same I'm going to say, oh, yeah, Nigeria for Ghana. Oh, Ghana for police for you good. Ghana for this. Ghana. Money careful. She, a ban saying a Ghana police ni utumi de. Police car efa Nigerian ni etna police car ni obi a wo ye adwuma o a wonum se eya aban car a wo ye adwuma den na wotumi de police car efa Nigerian ni etna police car ni. Ghanaians, shine your eyes. Sama na omo frɛ ne Igbo king no ye no easy no ma we ede ye man no call say him. Sama no we have to stop him. Or the ye man no call say him, and we have to stop that man. Sama no e was ye pam ne tiko kra no free o mining. Because all the all say kese na eba o mining pa. Or the all say kese na eba o mining pa. Sama we muni mun kronkra okoso ankopeso okodi okoye sa odini sa ne kingdom ne ko honum a omo reject no a odi abaga na honum na on enka Ghana enka ye be driving out from them akoko mind bebre so no ma driving out okoko mind bebre so and omo driving out okoko mind bebre so and omo driving out. But baby, wa be hye no ono ene ono onim ni oni ohen ni ye oho hwe kasa kra wututu fom na wo kasa ne esa menem na kata so a epie onim ni oni ga man ekin no omo ye oho onim ni oni ni ye pa onim ni oni ni ye ga kin ono kwa ne nim ni oni ma ne ye ono kwa ne nim ni onim ni oni ni ye Ghana for you people have to wake up. You people have to wake up because the Nigerians are coming to spoil our country for us. Thank you.
Mr. Rush, me patcho good evening. So hoye. Me share passport na me pese me kasa kakra. Baby me we da bi ye we adwuma ma me hu say Nigeria for no omo de bi ma ba na omo kete on passport. Emrika be pa me too ya me call mo so no. Me ko do ho na me say hey, why are you holding Ghana passport? Ena me G passport ni free girl ni nsem. Me buy mo na ye Nigeria passport. Na me say hey. And they say Nigeria for Ghana for you use the same passport color. Na me catch again say me yeah, sorry na Nigeria for no. Bebre na use Ghana passport nti ye ni abre pass ye hu se bi kuta wo mo a. Ye mfa wo mo ho nche wo mo. Nti si say de be ma ye hu difference. Ye hu difference passport ni de. Ye hu difference because ye no mo use the same color passport. Nti me ne ge no kra nya problem. Na me catch say me yeah, sorry pa. Menim say Ghana passport kama ya agere no baby ameway. Enti passport ne de ECOWAS nti I think say ye na use the same. Ye Nigeria for ne the same but Uganda, Kenya ne others ne de enye the same but ye ne sa Nigeria for me no use the same color of passport. Enti de wo mu no. Ena me pese me kasa kakra. Ghana mpanifo ya na ya me won ye me say sebe omumfru plane. Mo Ghana mpanifo mo fu plane ekwa amanone mo kwa res de wa mu si bre. Mo brands na mo akoduru baby a UK ne Canada. Enso mo ajejeja ye borders ama ahoho no mu rewura kro no mu no mba bedi nsamone. Na wo mo se Ghana din ha me we sa wo bo Ghana din a na wo ma sore ne yesarotu ye. Enso si se mo pese wo mo se Ghana din. Ye adwuma mu ha. Obi mutimi ba na wo bisa me se wo firi he. Na me se me firi Ghana pe na wo mani age me ho. Obi timi ba ohun mi o se wo firi he fa, wo firi Nigeria. Me de me mpa o masemo na me se de me firi Ghana na wa be fa me nyonko by force. Enti Ghana mpani for yesremo. Mama ma embie borders no ma ye Ghana din ne nsai wate. Na Ghana favor me baby a me we papa. Me nya bo Ghana din a na obi ani age. Yesremo. Yesremo pa. Ye Ghana din ne de wunya bo no okro bi so a bebia na o mani age pa mesremo. Ghana mpanifo mesremo. De mo ya ne de mesremo. Ebe ha ye mo a ye wa kwantum ne pa nti mo hwɛ bibi munye hu yi ma ye pa na enda fom se mo ba mo ma ye din ne ekɔ akire ne eseye a ebe ha ye na ye tututu kwa na ebe ha ye nyina ha nipa baako nti de me pese me ka biem ne se ye passport na ebe ye omo nsesa no omo nsesa kala ne ma ye na me de again ne de nka me bobɔ na ani na me kɔ biem a me hu se Nigeria yi a me de na ade ma no nti ye nso aye wa kwantum ye ni da opase ye de ye kase ye hia wo mo na ye hu se Ghana ne makra kuta wo mo a ye mfa ncha wo mo nti ane de ye ni abre aye wa kwantum ane de ye ni abre pase ye hia bi na se ye Ghana passport a ye mfa ncha wo mo kra ana se wo mo kita Ghana ne ma de a ene de ye mfa ncha wo mo nti yesu ye ni da ho nti obia so nyere no ho say passport ni bi kita obia eye Nigeria ye no mo ye the same wo hu say kuta na gibie mo hwese Ghana de a wo ne wo mo fe gifree ni sam na farmer police wo mbechi no ya me pesa meka no.
So what do you think about the video and the audio? Let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Stay safe. Peace out.